But what was surprising for me is that I visited the St. Jude's Hospital in Beaufort, and I had mixed feelings. I saw an old hospital being fenced, while our new hospital, it is just time for you to demand that your government fence the new hospital also. I am here today to let you know that I'm with you. Yes, Bravo, I am with you. And this is what I promise you. Now, before I make any promises tonight, for those of you who are from Dennery, I understand your pain also. The fishermen, the 10 local workers that were sent home because they are United Workers' Party supporters. We understand what you're going through. And our promise is that we will fight night and day so that we can have equal rights to allow politicians in the House and in the Senate who run out of breath in order to diss our opposition leader. I say to you that God is not mocked. God is God, and righteousness will prevail. So I say to you, stay focused. Stay focused and stay fired up. Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Our democracy, it is in danger. We have videotapes that are being edited, tampered with, to awake out of your slumber and speak up. Stand up. Let the folks know that this is our country. It is not the Labour Party countryship. You are sons and daughters of St. Lucia. And finally, I say to you folks in Dennery, your governments are falling apart. Your schools without windows. Your roads with holes. While the local government rents buildings, we have buildings that are left to rotten. It is time for you, the people of St. Lucia, to speak up. You are too quiet. Speak up as loud as you can. Let your voices be heard all over St. Lucia from the north, south, east, and west. Stand up and we can make it together. But we must unite. We must unite. We are 98% together. We got to be together. I say to you, Flabo, unite. And let's take our country back. Thank you, Pastor Garfield. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the chairman of the United Workers' Party, Thorough Prudent TP. Thank you. Nous te disons that Flabo pas mort. Flabo just pour regarder rien. But I'm telling you tonight, we are in the right Guy Joseph's country. That's where we are. That's where we are, in Forestier. Guy Joseph country. And let me tell you something. Not only this time is he the deputy political leader of the United Workers' Party, this time the right guy once again will be the parliamentary representative of the people of Castries East. And you know that, and I know that. Yo sa monte mountain, yo sa descend valley, yo sa di sa yo vle, yo pas sa jamais stop Guy Joseph en l'autre élection qui va venir. And remember, I will say one thing to you. As your chairman, I will demand of you political discipline, meaning that pas just di bagay ki ka vin an tête ou just comme ça. Kachile avant ou parler. Ou comprenez? Kachile avant ou parler. Pas just di anye ki ka vin an tête ou. Because we are on a trajectory to victory. Are you understanding me? We are on a trajectory to victor. What comes your way, just remember one thing. United Workers' Party must come back to government in this country. And that's a fundamental fact. They cannot stop it. And so, without any further ado,
we want to invite Dr. Secret to give a few words here on our platform in Forest Chair. Dr. Secret, are you around? Dr. Secret, are you around? He's coming. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen,
put your hands for Dr. Secret. Give him a big hand. He's almost there. He's climbing.
Gassa. Il vous teste là. Dr. Secret, venez ici. Monte ça petit chocabat. Vini. Monte ça petit chocabat. Quel bon bateau. Mawe ko Richard Fedrico. Misia about pour valer quoi chahiwi. Hey, Dr. Secret, just put it là. If it coach you. There you go. Hey. Gassa. What's about now? That's right. So you see, we are on a trajectory to winning, and we do not care anything they say. We are moving forward, and Dr. Secret, the show is yours now. You say a few words, and we can have another person after you come. And a big hand for Dr. Secret.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Nakui sorti Timon, I go with here. Corinne Chairman Abat. We just move this step. Also Parliament, Mr. Speaker, on the point of order. Mama Flammer! We are back on the battlefield. Bosaki Savio Kwapo, Kita Sheikh Ali. That will be reaching your ears. As open Samudia. Nanya Shaiba Gaiki Pavwe, Kita Ive Azoizo. Dr. Secret tenait about 300 yondero. When nous les épaules. Matin ça move tout partout. Nous caillons. Il y a des Richard acheté. Même si Butler do il va l'argent on t'a acheté. It cannot happen. And it will not happen. And it will never happen. If St. Lucia have two UWP, I am one of them. Sabada Samudia, when the CCTC need UWP, we're saying, I ain't going nowhere. My brothers and sisters, let me tell you. Qui savait la manière, bon là nous avons l'âge, nous avons plus l'âge. Tu respectes tout le monde dans cette liste, ça nous met l'âge. Non. Qui savait la manière pour actuellement, qui est 60 years là, nous passons à faire ça et puis. I am a born child out of my mother's womb. A presque de monde. Parce que moi, ça me voulait, les pour une politique. Si vous voulez tuer moi, because they won't vote to me. Si vous voulez vote moi, pour calculer. We are on the road to take St. Lucia back from where Labour Party took it from Alan Shastley. 2014, I can remember very well. But so bad, not just from ça, regardez-moi bien. Mais tout le reste en bas, les gars. Gardez suivez Dr. Secret. When you book la tout le reste en bas, les gars. Because by la mauvais, every one of us are feeling the pinch on the gars. Et n'a coûté Philippe J. Pierre Capala parole couillon. Yes, when we couillon. Couillon means a full. Kadida economy have how many percent of growth? Where? You will stop all projects, road projects, Hospital, bon, except that Dr. Secret was building the community center at Timon Union, part of Babylon. And since those guys came in, they have not given me a cent. Not a cent! And you know what they said? The vehicles that he have, which is two, and his property, if he is owing on them, the bank will repossess. C'est ça l'idée de visa that can never, N-E-V-E-R, you can understand. Brothers and sisters, I am not here for long, but I am letting you all know, not everywhere that I can go, because, like I told you, I had a fall, and sometimes this right hand, the left hand, sometimes my wrist. Pardon me, be so sorry, I didn't have the moon. But anyway, my time is up. I am here to let you all know, Dr. Secret will not leave UWP and go to anywhere that the other guys have been living in DEVIL, and you do the pronunciation. Good night. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dr. Secret. Another big hand for him. Very good. Now we just have an announcement. Fidel from Mikou North, ou de ka parler puis nous tout à l'heure là. C'est Jean Mikou a dans parler pour descendre. So you can acheter pour Fidel, madame là moi acheter piste là from là. Côté où? Fidel. Okay, so hopefully Fidel, come up to the stage, come closer to the stage so we can identify you. I know who you are because I just met you. Very good, Fidel. Good, Fidel. Good. All right, Fidel is easy. Give Fidel a big hand. Okay, Fidel was just giving me some history on the United Workers' Party earlier today. So Fidel, you're part à la Koha, so just pass it like a cool. Bon, good. Now, okay. Alright, so we have another vehicle. We have a vehicle here which is PJ. Is it PJ? Huh? PG. Okay. PG 5025. PG 5025, you're blocking traffic. Wherever you are blocking traffic. PG 5025, you're blocking traffic. We want everything to go smooth tonight. We will not have anybody so please, supply. They block she messe mouna pa porte faka ici. Okay? Good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another good gentleman, another sound United Workers' Party supporter here with us. And it's none other but Mr. Timothy Mangal. Give him a big hand. Give him a big hand.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Maman Flabo, good night. Bon, yo dou kon sa, Mangal a laissé oui. Depuis après l'élection, yo pa ka wè Mangal, yo pa ka tan Mangal. Mais bi Mangal hodi ya. Sa yo pa sav la se, kabayo lak. Mwen kabayo ase lak, ite yo manger, tout ça yo di pour manger là, et après ça mwen ka wè di yo atwe, et la fini et puis yo. C'est pour ça yé. C'est pour ça, Mangal quiet. Now on a dit on buy on lot room you need that them can address us where. No do reason Mangal quiet say because the big guy fashion. No this a tell man. In fact a funeral monsieur Norbert Williams. On moun vini di moi après ça. Nous gardons bien big guy. Nous ont passé yon dans l'autre 7 coups. Ils ont pas secoué la main. Et ça yon pas savent là c'est que moi et big guy qui a parlé. Si on dit nous passer 7 coups, moi et big guy qui a parlé 14 coups avant 7 coups ça. We came on the same vehicle. Moi juste qu'à venir pour dire ça. Moi ramasse Mr. Guy juste là, à bon machine moi il travel pour arriver à la thème. Et puis là, tellement fini, Mr. Guy, the right guy, travel à bon machine pour aller côté reception là derrière. So, je regarde d'où comme ça. Si vous flambeau, c'est des pièces fiction, et bien pièces on fait quoi là que moi et puis Guy fâché, moi j'ai establish par Warfare. That que moi là qu'à supporter Guy, n'a supporter Mr. Right Guy, et puis I make sure that the Caxi Southeast, that here by flambeau, and not the next one. So la pani pièce division a dit ça. Okay? And you only pour ça, they have to know that the substance of government is on this side. And I am happy to know that Mr. Guy is now the deputy political leader of the United Workers' Party. And so Flamon, we must not let them divide us, because that is the strategy. They want to come in and divide you, and when they divide you, they will silence you and they will try to rule you. You must stay united with your party. You must stay together as one force to fight them. Do not take it for granted. You need shy papi show cafe actuellement. You need certain monde qui pas prime minister, mais c'est lui qui de facto prime minister à conduire. Right? Et puis pas take it for granted that que tout papi show aller back à faire actuellement, that que il a été just a walk over l'autre élection pour gagner l'autre élection. Flambeau, you need to work hard. Stand with your political leader, the Honorable Alan Shafley. Stand with your chairman, PP. Stand with all the members of your executive, your national executive. Go in the constituencies. The executives, the national executives of each constituency, work hard, hit the ground hard from now, and work towards winning the next general election. That is the way we have to go. Okay? Now, after election, on s'est mis courir against Guy. So, you do comme ça, la tête à la voix, et puis Guy est fâché tellement. La tête sous de nous là, en disant, même côté à nous de Guy, dès qu'on j'ai gagné, Guy commence à coumer, until you know nous de mort. The political adversaries, all right? We are two fighters. So we fought a very hard election, but we were never enemies. Then after that, they told you that me and Guy, we are like, nous sommes madame épicier. And that is to get Labour out of office. And that will be the same objective we will have in 2026 or whenever elections is called. And so because of that, there is no political enemy and so on. I'll say something quickly about housing, because I know my time is short. Who is your Forestier elsewhere? Look at this nice development you have in Forestier. This is a housing project that Flamon did 3 months. They started only 3 months after Blackmore Human Resource Center. And I challenge Labour to come with any development to match this. But you know, they have not done that and they can't do it. 2007, the Mario housing development was done on the Flabo. Between 2011 and 2016, the National Housing Corporation did no housing project on the Labour. Right? We came back in 2016, we did Forestier. And in no time, despite your telling money you was in the office last, and you try sabotage shop, you try sabotage Talban. Après nous fini Forestier, nous allons commencer shop, nous commencer Talban. NXT de la fait $22 million profit dans les shops tout seul. Right? Et puis on a fait alors $6 million profit dans les Talban. Ça qui fait, yo do pour tout ce projet ça, et qui ça dit actuellement? Nada, rien. Combien de temps il y a depuis la élection? Presque 2 years. It's coming on 2 years. Qui ça y a fait? Qui développement y a fait? Combien de monde y a fait en cette ici? Bon, on va dire ça. You do that care priority, you say housing. Okay, but combien de monde y a fait un lac? Alright? Everybody will say that my way, you know what way, and I come and say that you'll be accountable for this qui ça y a fait housing dans le pays ici. Et you guys need to know this is your place now. Okay? Too much is happening in this country, but our people are being deprived of their justice, they are being deprived of their shelter and their food. Gapri Matrio, Gapri Manger en place là, and so on. Right? And I understand what you commencé vendre. What you commencé vendre. Right? You're depleted to vendre toujours. I am sounding the warning. My brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters. They are selling land under price, below price. And they have plans to sell more. Right? There are certain projects that they want to sell, and they cannot sell it only because there are cautions on those properties. Right? Now we are watching them. We will be watching them. And I tell you, Flabo, you need to get ready. You need to get going. You need to stand behind whatever differences that you may have in your constituencies. Put it aside. Come together. Do not take it for granted that it will be a walkover. Labour Party have a lot of tricks on its sleeves, right? And so on. Myself, see how they are trying to recruit me. Après election, yon vini di mwen, ou show yon de ka attack me. Just après election, ça. Yon nan yon kouye wèk di mwen gason. Ou pa pou sa nou ka attack ou. Nou ka attack ou pa because nou pa kontan wè, mais because an moun nan wè sosyete pia. Yon pa di ki nou ne, e wè asi wè se gayon de ka pala wè. But I want to send a strong message to them today, right? I know Flabo will win the next general election. But I prefer to be 100 years in opposition with Flabo than to spend 1 minute in government with Labour. And I need to take that in the pipe and smoke it. My brothers and sisters, I am there with you. Okay, the process has started. We are mobilized. Let's keep going. You have a very good night and God bless you.
Alright, very good, very good. Water for me. Alright, good. A big hand for Mr. Nangal. Are you energized? Esupare? Are we doing good? Very good. So you hear the whole thing. Tonight we are here in Forestier in Guy Country. Where are we? In Guy Country. Hallelujah! In Guy Country. Good. Now, we soon will be calling on Mr. Dominic Petty, but I have a few announcements to make very quickly. So let's go for them. This minibus, which is 1306. Minibus 1306. You're blocking a particular vehicle behind you that wants to be able to get home tonight. So N11306, please attend to this matter. We also have another matter which is PL8737 Ukabawe Amun. So do everything in your power, and if you're hearing me now, please go and just move your vehicle a little bit to allow this particular person to be able to get home. Are we good? So M1306, and please attend to this. Folks, I'm saying to you this evening, in this country, this crowd that you're starting to see that is so mobilized is mobilized because they realize the Labour Party cannot offer us anything here in this country. We know for a fact that the only political party that can make a full UWP government that this country was constructed. It was under UWP government that schools and education were, and so you need to bring back the UWP so that we can continue the good work that we have begun here in this country. The only thing that the Labour Party is good, c'est pour bad jolio. That's all they're good about, bad jolio. Talk nonsense. But I'm saying to them, your time is coming to an end, because sooner or later we are going to wipe the smile from your faces. Labour, we are going to wipe the smiles from your faces, because UWP is good on its word. We are ready. It means that we are ready in this United Workers' Party. So, you know the code. The code is what? Self-discipline. We are asking each and every one of you to adopt a code of self-discipline. pas dit rien ou pas supposé dire. Pas acheter des agréments et pièces là-bas. Because nous n'y assez vote pour nous battre dans le ballot box là. Okay? So you understand where I'm coming from. So we have enough votes that when we will deal with them in the ballot box. So let them talk their talk. Let them say what they want to say. We know as UWPs that as there is a God in heaven, the United Workers Party will be in power again, and it will be pretty soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have another deputy speaker, a deputy leader of our political party, which is Dominic Philly. So give him a big hand. Give a big hand for Dominic. Thank you. Mama Flabo! Now, it is so good to see so many of you from all over St. Lucia coming to support the Castries Southeast constituency. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Guy Joseph and the Warrior constituency branch for bringing us this wonderful family. It appears, my brothers and sisters, that we have some deathwed people in the parliament. For 2 years, they mess with Uncle Shas. I told Richard, do not mess with Uncle Shas. But Richard did not listen to me. And look at what happened to him in the last parliament. Richard almost lost all of his breath. He ran up the steps as soon as Uncle Shas said corruption. Why would Richard Frederick feel as if Uncle Shas was talking about him? But that's a question for Richard to answer. That's not a question for me to answer. That's for him to answer. Why does he feel that the cap of corruption fits him? And if Uncle Shas wasn't talking about him, then why did he have to try to interrupt the speech of Uncle Shas? And so for 2.5 years, all they do instead of running the country, it was Alan Shasney, UWP, UWP. And so 2 years have passed, and they have accomplished zero, nothing, nada, absolutely nothing. And so here we are. After almost 2 years of labor, our country is worse than it has ever been in the history of St. Lucia. So my friends, they had a budget, and they told us that we should look for good things from the budget. In Soufrière, we said that they are going to raise the value-added tax. What did they do? They didn't raise the tax on that, but they gave us the same 2.5% that Alan Shasney and the United Workers Party took out, because we felt that the VAT at 15% was too much for you, the people of St. Lucia. We felt that it is oppressive. We felt that it is impossible for people to survive on low salaries and high taxes. And so by taking out VAT and reducing it from 15 to 12.5%, what we were trying to do was to give you, the people of St. Lucia, some relief from that cancer that we call the value-added tax. Philip J. Pierre wanted to put his hands deep in our pockets. He doesn't care that LPG gas is rising. He doesn't care that bus fares have gone up. He doesn't care that bread has gone up. He doesn't care that gas at the gas station has gone up. He doesn't care that salaries are not increasing while the cost of living and the cost of groceries in the supermarket keep getting higher and higher and higher. The Labour Party picked up $70 million in new taxes in the last year. And instead of saying that they will give us a break from those taxes, they picked up over 70 million. And what they plan to do in the next budget, they plan to raise 100 million plus in new taxes in the new financial year. But what they would like to do is to do all that and fool us that they care about us. This is an uncaring government. This is a government that we must get rid of, Mama Iflabo. And so we're coming to you tonight, and we'll be going around the country to say to you that the time is up for Philip J. Pierre and this useless St. Lucia Labour Party administration. That's what we're saying tonight. The time is up. Now they know the time is up. That's why they can never stop campaigning. Everything is politics. You ask Philip J. Pierre, what you gonna do about COVID? He said, I'm waiting on the science. You say, Philip, what you gonna do about crime? Well, it's not me, my father was the police officer. You say, Philip, what you gonna do to improve our life? He said, well, boy, I will give everybody a visa to Martinique because we're in Europe. We just have to go and say that we are Lucians and we're in Europe. And so what we have is a situation in St. Lucia where we have come from having one of the best prime ministers and one of the best governments in the Caribbean to the worst prime minister and the worst government in the Caribbean. And so now, my friends, now the work is ours to do, to continue the momentum that we have started in Soufrière, the momentum that we have built here today, the momentum that we will build in the coming weeks, the momentum that we will build later on this year. We have to send a clear message to the St. Lucia Labour Party that we are ready to take our country back, and back we will take our country back. So, Mama Flabo, there is a stake. The most important election in our country's history. And if we allow the Labour Party to win this election, then St. Lucia fini. We cannot allow this uncaring government. We cannot allow this government that has mismanaged the crime situation. Look at what's happening in our country. People are feeling unsafe because there is no plan, there is no solution to manage the different challenges that we're facing as a country. Look at how the rest of the Caribbean are talking about us, as if we're the crime capital of the OECS, as if we're the murder capital of the Eastern Caribbean. We cannot allow our beautiful country to go down the drain as the Labour Party is taking it. We must stand up, we must march, we must get ready, and we must make our voices heard that enough is enough. We are taking our country back. Mama Iflabo, are you with me tonight? Are you ready to take it to Philip J. Pierre and the Labour Party? Are you willing to send a loud message to them that we are not satisfied with their failed leadership and their failed policies? Mama Iflabo, we must tell them. We must tell them loud and clear that we are not going to accept all of their broken promises. Philip J. Prayer said that the income support that we were giving to the vendors and the bus drivers and the taxi drivers, that wasn't enough. Y'all remember that? He said that when labor gets in, that they will triple the $500 and they will make the $500 $1,500. When he win the election, he tells the people, I never said that. He told Andrew Paul on his show, find the tape. The next day, the time man, God bless his soul, revealed the tape on the market step. There is Philip J. Prayer promising the workers of this country to raise the income support to $1,500. Now they had a better economic situation. They had a better economic condition to be able to do that. But they didn't do that. What they did instead is pick up all of their taxes. What they did instead is allow cost of living to go up. What they did instead is allow LPG gas to be over $40. Could you imagine that? You call yourself the party of the poor and you allow bread to go up. You allow bus fares to go up. You allow gas prices to go up on ordinary consumers. You allow the prices of basic commodities in the supermarket to go up. Even the price of sugar is more expensive than it is because of your incompetence of being unable to import sugar into the country. And you want us to give you failures another chance to do what? To destroy our country, to take St. Lucia down the tube.
We have that already.
We are smarter than that. We cannot allow that to happen. We cannot do that. We cannot allow them to continue to govern our country. We must put an end to the incompetence now. We must say to them loud, we are ready to take back our country. And I think tonight, this message that we are sending just by you coming out from all over St. Lucia, from ancillary Canaries, from Dennery South, from Dennery North, from Meekwood South, from Groseley, from Babalao. I see people here from Soufrière, and from all the constituencies that are here, from Meekwood North and South. I want to say to you tonight that I'm very proud, very inspired by you coming out here tonight and showing the Labour Party that you might be down, but you are not out, and you are coming back to rule your country and to take your country back and to lead your country properly and to manage your country properly and to ensure that you create opportunities for people with visionary leadership, with Alan Shastney at the helm, and the rest of the cabinet, which will lead a new government in 2.5 years' time. My brothers and my sisters, I love you. I love you, Mama Flomo. I thank you. I thank you. Let's take the fight to them tonight. Let's make sure that our voices are heard loud, and we let them know that we are not backing down and we will not stay silent. Mama Flabo, God bless you. Good night. Monsieur, gardez ce fichier ça. Vous comprenez qui ça est occasion là? Deputy leader, chairman, nous pas n'importe Alan dans Austria. Nous pas n'importe Alan dans Austria. This is what they are facing. You understand? That's why they're going to be as scared as hell, because they know this is serious talk, and a big hand for Mr. Dominic Pede. But we won't think that yet. exists among us. This is what they are afraid of. So nous allons mettre Gaïa assist toujours. Nous allons mettre chasser. Nous allons mettre Gaïa assist toujours. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, Philippe told us that Ireland during the time of COVID, that Ireland Shasney is the only belief that tourism will come back in force in this country. Have you forgotten that? And guess what? Rodia, yo content because as a toi vai flambeau, you can enjoy la pays là. Toi vai flambeau. It's the work of the United Workers' Party, and not only that too. The United Workers' Party, they have no plans themselves. They have no ideas themselves. So what they did into this budget, they pass all the plus loin parce que travail flamboyant, you can jouer. So ça you fait, c'est you can just jeter l'argent tout partout. Teacher, me 1,001, me 5,000, me a schle, me a this. That's not how you run a country. That's not how you run a country. Qui pourrait acheter bagaille by class yo? Imagine petit ça. Quand tu petit ça. So you understand what they are afraid of. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to make it clear. We have a formidable executive. And one of the persons as part of that police, you know, Senator for Police, Deputy Chairman, we have Mary Isaac, Deputy Chairman, Union C, which is the Mobilization Officer, you pay the favor, and we have Spider as the PRO of the United Workers' Party. I am telling you, Labour knows that they are in for a roadblock. Labour know they are in for a roadblock. Let nous pas chimère. Pièce Labour passe à passer. Pièce Labour passe à passer. And this is what we bring as supporters of the United Workers' Party, as people who believe. Put a rest. So nous pas besoin de chasse ici au soir. Because nous n'y a pas tout bawe. Never savent que le ça passer. Because at the end of the day, let tout boucher. Never savent que les bacs à passer. Et nous avons le pièce Prime Minister. Mardi il pas de problème. Mardi il passe il va se bégayer. Nous avons bégayer trop là où il peut parler à votre bail qui sert. Nous avons bégayer trop. Là où il peut parler à votre bagage qui sert. Après yo tué amoun. Yo tué amoun. Oh, Mr. Prime Minister, what you gonna do about crime? Tout bagage ça gagagek. Là commence à créer Prime Minister gagagek. C'est ça qui nous. C'est ça nous va créer en soi. Prime Minister gagagek. So là où est Philippien, just the gagagek. Ou pas vous dire pièce gagagek. Vous comprenez? So ça nous va créer jackass. Autant sa pièce nous va créer Prime Minister jackass. On nous dit c'est où c'est Prime Minister gagagek. Okay? So no more. So ladies and gentlemen, we want to bring another powerhouse in the United Workers' Party. And this is the former representative for Denry South. And this is brother Edmund Estefan. Give him a big hand. Este is in the house. That's the unity they're afraid of. That's the unity that they're scared of. This is the kind of things they cannot stand, because they want to see us divided, but we will always be united.
Good night. Women enjoy chairman. As a matter of fact, one junior, I'm happy. We're happy for our birthday. We are here in Forest here tonight, and I can see that you are ready to take on the St. Lucia Labour Party. Tell me, are you ready? Mama Flambo! same thing to run our country. They cannot do it. They have no plan. They have no vision. They have no leader. Labour Party near Betis can lead Peino.
Imagine that. Are you serious?
An idiot, I think. You pay can run on autopilot. C'est vous que ça va être bon, qu'a fait un pays. For us to qualify what I am saying there tonight, look at what we did for you. Look at what the United Workers Party under the leadership of Alan Shastley achieved for you, the people of St. Lucia. I don't know if we fell asleep. I don't know what was wrong with us. Mais c'est vous que ça a été tout partout à les bêtises et nous croyons. A lot of our people, we went to support them. But I know that you have seen the light. You have seen that you made a big error in your life and you put your country backward. Take each of the constituencies. Look at the progress we were making in each of the constituencies. And parler ultimate about Denry. That can look even in Castle Southeast. Mama Iflobo, you forgot Denry. Nothing is happening. Victimization only. Over the way as a rep. You teach up your team when you in the village council who got fire. Who have for me but United Workers Party is not like that. We are not like that. We take care of our people. We do not victimize anybody. We create jobs. We add up on the jobs that we have in the country. And that is why we brought down the unemployment rate in St. Lucia during our reign. Under the leadership of Alan Michael Shastley. So, all the plans that we had in Denry, put them on the do the cafe. We say to put Denry. We had all our agricultural feeder roads set up and it was being worked on by a contractor. Who said Minister of Agriculture, by himself said he said, Philip Jebier, please, say famous more than represent the Shimeo. Pas do boot construction of Shimeo, by himself suffer. A grand film who got the back here, say book that jackass. What is wrong with these people? Every progress we made in Denry, in sports, that man came and he eroded all of it. You negotiating with the Minister of Sports. We have lights that we honored for our courts in Denry. You traded it for stands. Everybody will back here say books are jackass. You traded it for stands. The Minister of Sports now play with the stands Mozile. Who can jamais instance Denry? Everybody will back here say books are jackass. Let me tell you something. Under the United Workers Party, we had a plan. For sports, for culture, for tourism, you name it. And we had the right people in each of these ministries leading the church. We have the best Minister of Tourism in St. Lucia for over the years. And we have men who love their people. We have men who took care of their constituencies. We have men who developed their constituencies. And we went and we traded that for nothing. Yet in return. Look at Castle Southeast. Look at Kasui Southeast. Look at the development in Kasui Southeast. Église of Fini. So qu'il est tout chez bois. Un péché sans bonne bagaille. What kind of nonsense is that? People, let us open our eyes. We have started the campaign. We are ready to move on. We are not going to make the same mistakes that we made in the past. And we are going to vote anytime the election is called for the United Workers Party. You have been here since morning. We cannot keep you here all night again. But we will talk again. Go out. Tell your friends. Talk to them. And remember, we are not making the same mistakes that we made in the past. We are going to vote for the United Workers Party. Thank you and good night.
Alright, a big hand for brother Edmond Estepan. A big hand for him. But, listen, have you seen Kimona was the this year with now? Kimona? Joachim, DTPD when you offend Zigbali Oswea. When you offend Zigbali Oswea because most of temperature at the middle, la fièvre toute bagaille qu'a fait la force. Vous comprenez, mais when you offend Zigbali because nous n'y pouvons pas nous savons. Pas parce que nous sommes flambeaux et que c'est le bas. That la fièvre qui a pété quoi, nous passons à l'antifensique. Nous n'y pouvons pas l'antifensique en soi. Vous comprenez? Because c'est ça qui a fait en soi. Now, we know it's been a long day. We know that some of you are very tired, and so we understand it is important to allow you to go home early and safely. But before we do so, we cannot leave without hearing from the right guy, the best guy, the only guy who can represent the people of Castries Southeast. Ladies and gentlemen, the deputy political leader of the United Workers Party, Mr. Guy Joseph. Thank you. Mama Ishwabo! Good night, everyone! Now I must say today and tonight has been wonderful in Forest here. Wouldn't you agree? I want to thank everyone who came from far and near to be part of this global event in the community of Forest here. Now tonight, it is serious business. Our country is in trouble. Our country is in trouble on many counts. It is not just the crime that is happening that is a problem. It is the government itself that is a problem. Now you have heard from the speakers before. A government tax you $70 million more than they had budgeted for. Now we will explain ça pour Kupa. A budget labor party, you teni plan, and the plan you said they will collect $200 million a la tax. Ou savez comme l'argent you collect? 270 million. Wow. 70 million extra. Et vous changez le Philippe J. Pierre Vigna sur TV, ça y dit. Les hommes will quitte un prix gas la caille de ça. Anyway, we have not reached our quota. But he never told us what the quota was. Now we know he was lying. He had passed his quota when he was telling us that because he passed his quota by $70 million. And where did that 70 million come from? Your pocket and my pocket. Now tonight,
I want you to understand a few things. We talk about slavery. And there's a lot of accusation about white people and slavery. The new slavery is taxation without representation. And you can tell them, Guy Joseph said, that if you are taxing people and you are not representing them, then that is slavery. What was slavery? It was making you work hard, but you're not getting paid. Is your taskmaster and the masters that own you that got the money for the work that you did. Now, since Labour came into office, what has happened to us? Tell me the benefits you are getting. I l'hôpital. La bonne pièce we made l'hôpital. The nurses are frustrated and they are leaving. I just heard 46 or how many just resigned to go and take jobs in other places. Are you hearing me, people? Now when lady have to buy, left floor mobile buy over pattern. On si bien believe ma chose, Labour passes on believe la vérité flamand. People, I know a lot of things went down in the elections. You they play, you have me, they are going to the victory I got So you know what the parliamentary rep for Castries South is said? He didn't get this. So when you're representing people well, they say you spoil them. So when I come is your buy up, whether it's a Flambo, whether it's a Labour. Saw them, Jimmy. He said, because a Guy Joseph keep that election. We are the ones who lost the election. St. Lucia lost the election. And let's look around us for a minute. Everything you see in this community was either done by Guy Joseph or a United Workers' Party representative. Now my forestier had changé. Between 2006 and 2011, we acquired this property to begin a housing development. We lost the elections in 2011. You remember Stanley Felix, who changeait vite faire un meeting à l'école là? About Tessa Aguilar, et qui ça dit? Il dit, oh, you have a go company, et you can have high-end housing development ici. C'est les bas qui là, on a changé ça, because of the meeting là. Don't come and pretend that you don't know. Nobody from the community would have been able to afford to buy a piece of land in this development. But yet pour nous, pour l'élection 2016, your banta commencé. I came back, we did the development, and everybody in the community had an opportunity to apply for a piece of land. In fact, we made it so easy. We brought the NHC to the school with the application forms, and all you had to do was fill out a form for $5. to be considered to buy a lot, and the lots were sold between $19, $11, and $12. And look at the houses that was built or that are being built in the community, and the majority of the lots are owned by people from within the constituency and the community of Forest. Now say leba connect party. Ekdele nuka kite okwenenu. So because you are shanum, kipate kawete a constituent kaimwe, you may asu Facebook, ek yodi my house is for sale. Ek yodi tutmun ngawete kapestet. Ek lande tuamun kawamwe tule bomate. Kamute de sanchimea ngabase duva kayo neo still kajwen mun ek yo kadi mun mawete forestier se kapestet ngawete. You know what I have to say? I leave you for God. Bodiek I deliver you. Si usadia machos kosa asa munu kawetu leju. God will deal with you. You know what the so when we castle is, that was the spot and the foundation for the community center that was being built. Right here in the community by a local contractor from the community of Forest here. Tout moun ten a problem. Yo ay babye, Saki did this, Saki did that. Odia, Ashime, we have a road in Soufre. When Sir John was Prime Minister, a St. Lucian contractor built the West Coast Road from Cul-de-sac to Soufre. Odia, Puri Peshimer, a local contractor, a Baleba, that's a name qualified to tender as a project. Now, when you're in a meeting Forest here, who've been explained by the contractor, book is a book Trinidad Lavini, ek tout equipment, ek la no take with my set lisi, ek your contractor, taka en a job.
Thank you.
So mwen an ay gle ay babye bay hon, ay babye pou ka hon. Yes, I acknowledge my political leader, the man himself. Tonight, I told you this is serious business. Ou pasadi mwen la ne take with ma set lisi. Bamadusa, le Hurricane Thomas passe at 2010. I was the Minister of Communications and Works. My political leader and Prime Minister was the Minister of Tourism. He tell me, guy, we may have to shut down the country because whole Badlinna set off a life from Tet Badlinna, pour Badlinna, a plateau à la baie, et tout a fait là, te pléchime avec ça. Let me drive. A four-wheel drive passé, you take up on 300 chimera. The silk on either side was taller than that SUV in front of me. And I told the Minister of Tourism at the time, give me 2 weeks and I will clear the battle. 2 weeks. He tell me that is not possible. I tell him, don't worry. There are contractors from overseas. The Prime Minister from Trinidad came to St. Lucia just after she had made the statement that Trinidad is not an ATM for the OECS. And they said they can help us, but they will have to send the contractors with the equipment. And there was a batch of equipment ready to come to St. Lucia. Ready enough. pièce équipement pas sortir l'autre pays pour venir travailler cette ici. We engage every local contractor, including Labour Party supporters. I used to go there and I used to see them with the star on their trucks and I smiled and they were still working. Because once you are a solution, you must live in your own country. Today, I will go back and listen to Stevenson King. Because he is the minister. But answer Yokadimun. Yokadimun se mwiki mene contractor desanisi. In fact, one of my colleagues said to me, I never knew you were so powerful. You're not in government again. CDB was the agency dealing with that, and you have so much influence. You caused the CDB to employ a Trinidadian contractor. Now let me tell you, I have a message on my phone. Now, Philip J.P. Philip J.P. Mate and Mr. Prime Minister, I am saying I'm not in Parliament. I'm on a platform. So that means you can take me to court. I say that when you said you had a recording of what Joachim told you that I said about his son, I say, Philip J.P., you are a liar. You can never have a tape with my voice on it because I never said anything about Joachim and his son. I challenge you, Philip J.P. Ou ale asu Andre Paul, écoutez Andre Paul, la ni tellement vieille parole en laissa, ou pas ça même répéter ça et bien jouer. I don't use obscene language. I don't curse. At no point in time. So at the end of the day, I know Philip J.P. is a liar. But I have on my phone the day after the election of 2021 that this same contractor from Trinidad sent me a message cursing me up and telling me they were waiting to see me brought to my knees. Name contractor Yokadia, and I want to tell them I have his number and I have his name because he may know a message la ek no tout se muna usapuki sa yo fesa. Now you need to clear the front of the stage for the camera, please. Thank you. People, Labour Party has been attacking Guy Joseph. But if there's one thing Guy Joseph knows, that Labour Party can never find anything corrupt on Guy Joseph. I grew up in this community. I have always lived in this community. And so I want them to know. Anything they want to know about me, come here.
That's right. That's right.
L'argent moi, c'est un bac cette ici. Pièce bac pas jamais couillé moi avec moi. We will close your account because we don't know where your money coming from. My visa was renewed for the United States after I lost the elections in 2021. And it is amazing that some flowers believe the nonsense that Labour Party says about our Flabo people. And I make no apologies for saying this. Because some of you believe some of the things you hear about Guy Joseph. And make super ID. But I want you all to know one thing. If Labour had anything on Guy Joseph, I would not be standing on a political platform of the United Workers' Party. And I stand proud as a son of the soil of Forest here and a man with the greatest level of integrity in the politics of St. Lucia. And so everything that happens, Labour finds a way to tie me into it. Because si guy bad bangu. I realize if guy is not part of it, he don't have no taste. So se pui nati sin gayada pui nigu. So people, our country is in trouble. We put our country in the hands of the worst possible government that could be elected in a country. Philip JP is an embarrassment. Ise kafe mun hot. Si mamai kabay black, huamun kabay black, jismu muki kabay pia black usan. You know, people, it's one thing to come from a country. I am proud of my country. I am proud of St. Lucia. I will not trade St. Lucia for anything. But Philip J. is an embarrassment to St. Lucia. Upasania Prime Minister Kituva de Koha. They asked the man about crime. You are the minister. Listen to me. The minister is the highest authority in the ministry.
In the land.
Everybody who works in the ministry works on behalf of the minister. Go and read the Constitution and you will see. The ministry is the minister. The man say he is the minister for security. They ask him about crime. He says not he to ask about crime. It's his father that was a policeman. You say Prime Minister, who does a by nepot moon, and the sister police who devle by minister. Una police can represent me goods. No. Un Jeremiah can represent me good no. Sister police ki sa fe. Minister of Security. Bali, your mother about sa. Ukadi well. C'est papa ou qui te police. C'est pas lever papa ou qui me minister. We didn't elect you to tell us what your father was. You are elected to govern the country, and you took the ministry of security. So I expect you to deliver. Don't come and give me silly excuses about who your father was. They ask you about the economy. You're supposed to be an accountant. No, your mother about tourism. Would you pass you are Minister of Tourism for 2 terms under Kenny Anthony, and you went to England and you said you never knew that tourism was so important to St. Lucia. Semuna give vote by Labour hot. Super issue I represent to. From community I represent to. I give you betis to her who can be set to because who hot. So si c'est moi qui te vote by. Pas même vote by Pierre no hot bali. Fallait si moi te vote bali. I mean, people, this thing is serious, you know. I am saying to us. So the contractor came and he landed 1 batch of equipment, and I heard he's coming with a 2nd batch of equipment. The minister said, "Lisi pani 15-ton excavator." So say, "Tout excavator you mene lapli go pay 15 ton." These fellas don't even know the weight. Now they will look at an excavator and they don't know that a 310 excavator is a 40-ton excavator. You can weigh 310 as well. You can have the high. Là où me mundu vade pour représenter the gouvernement, c'est ça qu'il veut. So people, I know some people voted for Labour. I know some have regretted. Some are trying to defend labor. Now I was telling you, we were building a community center there. The Labour Party came in and they stopped it. We were paving the Badney Road from Lakwa Junction to Otsa Junction. The contract had already been issued to Nationwide. The walls were being repaired, the drains were being repaired. I got the Shimea Abwesa. Later year, Labour to Boot project. You to Boot Community Center. Now landed wa muna plus la cafe suse by Joachim. But let me tell you all something. I'm an easygoing fella, but I can stand for myself. So here's the best part of it. Because you have many cricket to lay Good Friday. You devil Joachim May cricket Good Friday. Joachim Dio Noikai Easter Sunday. So you Pavlo Boom Good Friday, Mosabo Easter Sunday. So let's just him also Upasipos Boom, but let resurrect Boom. C'est ça leba Kadimum Setlisi. Now you drink alcohol by choice. Guy don't drink alcohol at all. So if they have a problem with somebody drinking alcohol, it's not with me. But to show you how wicked the St. Lucia Labour Party is and the parliamentary rep for Castries South is, you attend cricket put Dimash. You ban it to a field. The last time this playing field was clean was before Easter last year, 2022. Ekiodio pane to a field. Pugai pani cricket. So I got an excavator, I got a roller, I got a grader, and I cleaned the entire playing field that the Labour Party had not cleaned for an entire year. And they were happy to come and play on the field that Guy Joseph built and Guy Joseph had to clean. So imagine you have a rep in a constituency and the man who is not the rep has to clean the playing field for the rep to have a tournament. Itan Guy take a by bus to Patupa constituency, so you get a bus too. Idi Jabela y by your transport. Moi vraiment de ces Jabela qui ici. Combien jours bas là avec masse hot pour mener hot descendre en ville. So if I'm not by say Taiwan is la Lady Bella Batin transport. A Madam Vinia su TV and Idi Mati Bella ni transport. You know what Bella's problem was? Bella didn't have roads in good conditions because for the 5 years Labour was in office, they did not fix one pothole in Bella. When Guy Joseph came in 2016, I tried Bella. She made concrete right through Bella. Now I was telling you, you think I will take a best step. I tell them, well, technically, now that's not like technically we are Europeans. We are St. Lucia. We are not Europeans. Okay? By Matnigaki, Philip J. Pierre, Pafekoti Buglaki, St. Lucian passport. It is a European, the Papus visa. Yo Kaiti Portu, Sutra Ifesa. Now, Tansangado, I always told you, I will make this community into a capacity. So if they want to say for, you know what a fella told me? This development, we have to call it forest cap. Look at the houses in the development. Look at the roads in the development. Look at the highway. Badusa, Piaka represent Masha for 40 years. Forest Kena Highway, Masha Kena Highway. Ex-Prime Minister Hot expect Kaifa by ho. The last time the Bacatel Road was fixed, it was a UWP government under Gregory Avril that fixed the Bacatel Road. And I challenge any labor right in my community to show me one thing the St. Lucia Labour Party has done in this community. Chimefo Kodra, Chimefo Maleka, tout chimé community sa, c'est flambeau qui fait. Glo, c'est flambeau qui met. Koua, c'est flambeau qui met. Everything. The one thing, in two things we were doing in this community. We were building the community center. Bon, yo di laja patela. Ek mwedio yo mati. I challenge the St. Lucia Labour Party. Release the figures from the bank of the account for the Taiwanese money that is in the consolidated fund. And I can tell you there was over $4 million in the consolidated fund. And the building there was just about $1.something million. So kimane ukadi labatin laja. Udi labatin laja buwaje. But ujwen $1 million from the Taiwanese pour Aiwaja Kaijis Washington DC pour me Madame Leo Clark. But you didn't find any money to continue the community center. You could find $100,000 to go and give the hotel and tourism people for their awards. But you cannot buy school books for poor and underprivileged children. Says you sound women ID card un play form. We just use to tell people come fill out the form and you will get your books. Go to the school. We never ask you who you voted for. I have supported more than 300 young people in this country to go to Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. I don't come and boast about these things, but I want you to know that this country is in trouble. If Aaron Chasney was Prime Minister and gas was $17, the minibus drivers would have gone on strike. Bus drivers, find out where they getting paid on the side. Why they say nothing to defend you? Gas was $14.95. You know what one of the representatives of the Minibus Association said to me? He said to me, we need to give you a test of what we used to give when you used to call strikes. I tell him, go ahead, do what you have to do. Gas was $14.95. Hodia gas is $17.95. Put representative minibus mumu. Ekusan sayo pe. They raised the bus fares on the poor people who could not even pay their passage to go to town. So much for those of you who believe they were going to put you better. Now they have put you worse. It's not putting you first, it's putting you worse. Voici mon prix maleva. L'anion de qui alright tout ça. L'anion de qui alright maleva. But majority are alright. We used to spend $1 million every year, thanks to my Prime Minister Alan Chasney. $1 million to desil the rivers and the drains in the constituency. Bexo pa teka flood money, teka flood la. Tela nele bala 200,000 yo ba yo pour dépasser. Qui desil tin sa fait. So ou trouve ça doit quantis fi fine tomber ou ka we va vinn da hamute encore. People, you elected a government that is punishing you. That is why I tell you, slavery is taxation without representation. They take your money, but they are not representing you. They used to say my prime minister was traveling, but every time my prime minister traveled, he brought back something good for St. Lucia. Madeo to traveler, you are traveler. What have they brought back to St. Lucia? You know what they are doing? They are taxing you. And look at what they have done. Now you remember in Sufra we said they were going to raise the VAT by 2.5%. And I know for a fact that they had gone to cabinet, they had the decision, they were going to raise the VAT by 2.5%, but Flabo Boucheyo. No Boucheyo. So let you realize no Boucheyo, you the kisa no kaife. So you be near parliament la, and you can raise taxes by 2.5%. You have kimani you can raise li, asukisa you can raise li, and then you been matibao because well leukuma se mati. You have to cover your tracks not to be found out. But the brilliance of our political leader Alan Michael Shasney was able to push them. Alan Boucheyo, they came and they said they right quickly in the that the 2.5% which is going to raise just over $40 million, and every time they tax, remember, is from your pocket. So you have to pay 70 million. As to 70 million, you add a lot, 40 something million. So but a lot, 100 and something million a portion. C'est ça, c'est mon vote by. Moi, je fâche contre ce monde qui vote by les bas. Because nous tous qu'à souffrir, nous tous qu'à filer. But gamane Alan Boucheyo, you pas realize that premier par budget là, the figures had already been passed. So they couldn't go and change it because the book was printed and it was voted in the first round of the debate. They had reduced the budget for health by over $10 million. So if the 43 million you are raising is for security and for health, why would the health budget go down and not go up? Now let me tell you all something. You ever have more foolishness? People want to say, now I am so proud. I am so proud of my political leader. You know why? People say, Guy, if you are in the house, But I sat and I listened to my Prime Minister, Alan Shasney. And I was so proud of how he handled the St. Lucia Labour Party. One man by himself alone. Il pas touché Richard, il pas parlé by Richard, Richard presque tout fait. Où je vais voir ça? My Prime Minister had rounded off his contribution, had taken his seat, and the man running upstairs as if he getting a heart attack. He reached and he can't even speak. But see that buku ila bu bol sis bol comme bol la hodia. Ça ite kai fait. Tapio yo te kai bu mele. Now let me tell you, people, Labour Party is a government of liars. They are chief liars. And I can safely say that because the Prime Minister lied on me. In Matiasumwe asu Andre Paul program. Ek Philip J. Pierre. Sisa Bagwe. Menemwe Lodias. Ukedi ukay Lodias ek hile to see justice is done. Simwe Matiasu. Menemwe Lodias. Joaquim Samatitu. Leivina l'Église là. vini faire ça, il vient faire. Il dit vini et il dit il veut parler avec si c'est moi qui était là. Il mentit. We have it on record. And there were over 40 witnesses who saw what happened. Now I want to ask the people a question. Eku sa Joaquim sa hotel may kamen Alan Lodias because Alan di a statement according Joaquim Devini pour faire un bail. Joaquim came to do me something. I know that and I believe that. But you see, when you believe in God, unless God wants them to do you something, they can't do you nothing. You see, just as you are looking at me there, and everybody can see me from all areas there, I was the only one on the platform in the church. I was the only one on the podium. Joaquin came straight through the door. So the first person he could see was Guy Joseph. Because he was seeing everybody's back, but we were looking at each other face to face. Now when you question Pumadeo, si pate vin l'église les gonna, qui l'a by Philip J. Pierre gonna, et qui l'a Philip J. Pierre by Claudius gonna, et qui l'a Claudius by the police la gonna. I want them to answer me this question because I was going easy on this thing because I allowed this man his time. He's 2 years now. So you can't grieve for the rest of your life. I come in to deal with you and everything that happened in that church. Because people may think we are heartless. We are not heartless. I am sensitive to people's feelings. But I will not allow people to tell lies on myself and my political leader and get away with it. And I've told my Prime Minister, Alan Shasney, I want to be his witness in court. Let Joaquim Menekes like Ikuye, I want to be the witness for my political leader because I was the one that was faced with the situation. So Labour Party will try to scare you. Tell them I ain't afraid of them. But this is not about Guy Joseph. This is not about Alan Shasney. We can take care of ourselves. This is about you, the loyal and strong supporters of the United Workers' Party. This is about you, the suffering people of St. Lucia. This is about you who do not have a voice. This is about the young people who do not see a future for themselves in this country because we have a government that is squandering every opportunity for the development of our country. So yes, we can handle them. Dominic was the best minister of tourism. And if you want to know a model of what a community could be like, we have two models that we were working on. Soufre, and I saw Herod, he was there earlier. I think he should still be around. Look at the work, look at how we transformed Soufre in one term in office. And my colleague, Esther, I want you to stand up. Yes, he wanted to choose a rep who represent my constituency. But I can choose Esther to let the remember. Esther was Denry South is the smallest constituency. But you think Denry South is the whole of St. Lucia. Because every time Esther came, Esther wanted everything for them. One look at the plane, one look at the school, one look at the training, the road work. Let me tell you something. What answer? Où voulez-vous moi j'entends retirer Esther? Et tant que vous nommez un forestry officer. Et puis tellement simple, comme ça. Pierre, I buy a forestry officer, Minister of Agriculture. So you don't know the whole of St. Lucia will turn to forest. If you put a forestry officer in charge of agriculture, the whole of the country turn into forest. You know, even that plain field had turned to a forest before I cleaned it. I have the pictures to show you what I'm telling you, you know. So every farmer is turning his back on his farm. Now you already know about the way fig first. Sagwe, but not kabwe fig laglite. Agwe sa fig by ni laglite, ni first, ni matnik. Madam Minister of Agriculture, go fig garlic. You understand? People, yes, politicians lose elections, but the country suffers when the right politicians lose and the wrong politicians win. And that is what has happened to us. That is what has happened to us. So tonight I have kept you. Bomo hadio. Lenga fe meeting ba whole meeting la bukoban because when tell ma ba but I realize my political leader will say good night to you. I cannot let him come and just go. But I want you to know, it's not my fault that I'm a hard worker. It's just my nature. I'm not Silas. I don't sit down and scratch what God gave to me and draw $6,000 from the government money. When I leave my home every day, I measure my level of productivity. I want to know that I give a fair day's work for a fair day's pay. And you, the people of Castries Southeast, know there was never a rep that you saw as often as you saw Guy Joseph in Castries Southeast. And it didn't matter what area you came from. There is not a single community in Castries Southeast that you can go to and you cannot see something that was done by Guy Joseph and the United Workers' Party. And so tonight I heard a lot of things. I'm not your candidate yet. I'm the deputy political leader. Eklatende toa Suser Flabo. Richard D. Desela Tenipusing Batima. But tell them the boat is under the best captain, Alan Michael Shasney. And his teammates, his crew, well equipped, Dominic Fede, Guy Joseph, and TP, the man himself, chairman of the United Workers' Party. And so we are ready for battle. We cannot let our country go to the dogs. Si Philippe J. Pierre Wetela continue, there will not be a country to govern in the next 5 years. And so tonight, I challenge every Flabo supporter, whether you are watching on Facebook, on GVD, or you are here, or somebody is playing it on their phone so that you can see our life is going on. I want every Flabo of the diaspora. When I saw Pastor Garfield on the platform tonight, left New York and came down. When I saw the number of people from overseas, St. Lucians, who have now taken an interest in the country and is helping to get the United Workers' Party re-elected into government. Now, Flamo, every day I heard you all saying, oh, c'est le bakabanu power. Qui sale baja faire payer pour yo sabau power? We must work proud, and that's why I'm so proud of the United Workers' Party that 2 years after an election, so many people can be in yellow, so many people can dress and come out to support their party. And that's the beginning of the march to victory by the United Workers' Party. Good night and God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Guy Joseph. That's right. That's right. Bon. Demain, l'année go back avec café demain. So, let's not wear Richard Frederick can't tweet demain. Anu bali a bouteille glow because ni pour monter même test là demain. Obon. Et pas only ça nous ni pour bali a bouteille glow. Demain bon matin ni pour porter evidently that he bought van bananas on the price. As you tell me. Bon, Levini et puis evidently nous sommes ma pipi ça là ni pligo evidence parce que Richard Frederick ça jamais mouché nous. Ok? So nous comprenons ça? Good. Bon. Demain is another day. Tomorrow is another day. But in the history of politics in this country, it is a fundamental fact that la bani pièce partisan qui j'apporte supporters de war qu'on flambeau a fait in only 18 months of a St. Lucia Labour Party government. And what does that say? It says that the people of this country is ready. It says that the people of this country is frustrated with a dumb government. Oh, demain bon matin, avant Richard Frederick parlait, si Outan Philippe a dit gagagagag, nous savons encore Richard Frederick pas bon. Ok? Depuis de qui ça? Depuis de qui ça? That's right. Depuis the minister gagagag, nous savons encore Richard Frederick pas bon demain. Ok? Now, I know it's getting late. And so we want you to get back home safely. The political leader will say a few words. At first we said he may not have spoken to you here today, but tonight he will. And so he'll say a few words. And ladies and gentlemen, let's take it seriously. And I know you do. I do, you do, Guy does, Pele does, Edmund does, Esther does. We all do. We all know that the only man who can lead this country to prosperity is none other but Alan Shasley. And so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the political leader of the United Workers' Party, Alan Michael Shasley.
Mama San Lucy, tonight we have more than just Flabo here tonight. They have people who may have voted against us in the last election, but they're here tonight. And we say to them, welcome and come home. I'm not going to be long. So the first thing I have to say tonight, that for the constituency of Castries Southeast, first of all, y'all can never get a representative to work as hard as Guy Joseph. But I don't need to tell y'all that. Y'all know that.
That's my Prime Minister.
So as Prime Minister, I had in Guy Joseph one of the most hard-working ministers of government. There's not a time that Guy Joseph came to cabinet he was not prepared, and not only that he did not know what was going on in his own constituency, but he knew what was going on in every other person's constituency. The other fella, you all know him as a snake. I know him as dead weight. Dead weight. And that he believed he was smarter than everybody else. That he sat in our cabinet and did everything to stop progress from taking place. The Rodney Bay Road, the same road that's taking place near the Millennium Highway. What's going on? What is going on with the Millennium Highway? So I want to say, give me a moment. I want to say to all of us tonight, when you go to a store and you buy something, yes, you pay your money, you make the decision you're going to buy this thing because you think that this is a good thing, and you buy it and it bursts on you. Yes, it bursts on you.
I want my money back.
What do you want? You want a refund. So let me hear you. Refund, 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 refund. That is what we want in this country. The Labour Party may have convinced some of the people. They told them half-truths. And those people believe those half-truths. And now today, we see Mati. Am I right? Mati. That's all. So what do we want? A refund. 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 That's what we want from this government.
We want our vote back.
We want our vote back. The Tikwa that you gave, we have to take that Tikwa back. I'm going to say to all of you tonight that if you did not know that the Labour Party was lying to you, this Labour Party, all they wanted was to put you worse. All they wanted to do was to protect the victory. That's all that this was about. That's all it was about. It was never about you, the people of this country. It was always about themselves. For 5 years, United Workers' Party worked to put this country forward. Do you all really want to see St. Lucia succeed? Do you really want to see it succeed? Are you sure? I can't hear you. Do you want St. Lucia to succeed? Do you want better roads? Do you want the best schools? Do you want the best healthcare services? Do you want to be secure in your own home? Then there's only one party you can put into government, is the United Workers' Party. We want a refund. We want a bonsoir, mon ami. Alright, we want a what? Ça double? Ça double? Very good. Tonight, we thank you for showing up here in Forest Chair. We want to thank you, get home safely. And I'm saying to you, we're proud of what you have done here today. And to be patient with us, and to be able to come here as a family. Let nous venir ensemble, nous venir comme une famille. Est-ce que vous comprenez? Nous sommes famille. Nous sommes famille Flambeau. And we wish to thank every one of you. Godspeed, safe drive home, and let's get in touch again for the next event, which will be announced soon. Okay? So thank you so much. Yes, we want to thank African Roots and GVD. Give them a big hand, please. Thank you very much. Thank you for the good work that you guys have done here today. And from the bottom of our heart, thank you. I'm your chairman, General President TP. Thank you and good night. Thanks.